Greetings, fellow Kubbers. I hope you have all got your Kubb sets by now. Okay, so you're watching this video because you're new to the virtual Kubb world. You're a virtual Kubb noob, if you will. If you're going to use a laptop to play, you're all set. But if you are using your smartphone, we are going to use the Excel app to play. Using Excel to keep track of your games might seem overwhelming at first because of all the columns that you're going to look at. But I'm going to walk you through it all, and in the end, it's going to give you your stats for every single game and hopefully for the end of the season. If for some reason the app or program glitches during your game, you can always text each other your moves, which is simple enough. Seriously, it is that simple. And I also have another video for that if you need it. But just call me if you ever have any problems. All right, so let's just get started. Okay, so here we are looking at the sheet. The red and black is what is coming at you from the other player. The other white boxes are what you record, and that's what happens on your turn. Remember, base Kubbs are the ones along the baseline when a game starts, and field Kubbs are the ones thrown over to the other side. Penalty are not necessarily used, but you want to know what they are? Remember, punching an 8-meter signals that play has ended and the other person's turns green.
This is Luke. Luke lives in LA. This is Vader. Vader lives in Vermont. They're going to play to show you how to use the game sheet. Again, if you're not going to use a laptop, you need to have the Excel app on your phone first. Once you have that, go into your email or text and click on the link I share with you for the game of that week. It should automatically open in Excel. Vader and Luke text each other when they're ready. They do the lag. Luke texts his. Vader sends a pic. Luke wins the lag. The person who wins the lag is player 1, and the other person is player 2. So, Luke is player 1 and Vader is player 2. They both go to the respective sheets and put in their name. To get to your player tab, click on this symbol on the lower left, and you should see player 1 and player 2, if it's not already there. Type in your name in the yellow box, and you can just stay in that tab the whole entire match. You'll be notified when it's your turn right in the page. Also, the cells are protected, so that way you can only put in information where you're allowed to. Luke, who is player 1, throws his 2 8-meter tosses and records how many baselines he's hit. In this case, it is 0. Remember, punching in the 8-meter signals to the other player that it's their turn. If you're using a laptop, it will ding. Just make sure that the macro is enabled. Now Vader, who is player number 2, sees that it's his turn and has nothing to throw over. Now he goes, throwing his 4. He knocks down 2 Kubbs and records it. He threw all 4 of his 8-meter tosses because he didn't have any field Kubbs to knock over. When he punches in 8-meter throws, it signals to player 1 that it's his turn and how many he has to throw back over. Luke, who is player 1, sees it's his turn and that he has to throw over 2. He throws them over but gets a penalty on one of them. He can mark it now or when his turn is done. It's mostly the honor system, so you put it up where it's worst for you. Or you can be courteous and message and ask where they want you to put it. It only shows up on his side. You also stand your Kubbs up on your own. Again, this is the honor system, so you put it up as if you were the defender. Luke throws. Oh, he's not having a good day, and it doesn't take down the field Kubb behind the king. Luke records that of the 2 that he had knocked down, he still has 1 left that he didn't. And because of that, he needs to also add an advantage line. The advantage line choice is out of 13, which is in the number of feet away from the center line. In this case, he is 3 feet from the center line. The exact position doesn't matter, it's just the distance from the center line. So Luke punches in 3 for 3 feet. And because Luke threw all of his batons at his field Kubbs, he didn't throw any at the baseline ones, so he punches in 0 for 8-meter tosses. Now Vader sees that it is his turn. He has no field cubes to throw over and has a 3-foot advantage line. He lines up 3 feet behind and uses one of the other cubes that are on his line to mark his spot. He throws all 6 batons and knocks down 2. He punches in 6 for throwing at the back line and 2 for the back line for BL. Now Luke sees that it's his turn and has 2 to throw back over. You can see the one that he left behind the king is on the sheet for a total of 3 field cubes to take down. Luke needs to get back in this game, so he throws both of them near the one he left last time. Wow! Luke takes out all 3 of them with 1 shot and then throws the last 5 at the baselines. He takes down 1 and marks in the 8-meter tosses box that he threw at the baseline 5 times because he used the first one for the 3 field cubes. Vader sees it's his turn with 1 to throw back. Vader gets it in 2. He has 1 more baseline to take out, and he gets it. Now Vader can go for the win and misses all of them. What an idiot. Now this goes into the K box, and the number of throws is 3. He puts in 1 for 8-meter throws to signal to Luke that it is his turn again, in which case Luke is very glad. Luke sees that it's his turn again. He has 1 to throw over, but thankfully none left over from last turn. Luke takes down the field cube in 2. Luke knocks down 2, and he puts in that he knocked down 2 baselines, 2 BLs, and used 4 8-meter tosses. Vader sees that it is his turn again and throws the 2 over. He takes out the 2 in 3 shots. He takes 2 shots at the king and gets it on the second try. He marks 2 king shots and yes for the win. This signals to Luke that the game is over. Better step up your game next time. Maybe use the Force. You can see the stats for the game below. Field per toss is how many field cubes you knock down per throw. And BL percent is your percentage throwing at the baseline cubes. Player 2 starts the next game with 2 batons, and play continues like before, and player 1 starts the last game if it comes to that, since matches are best of 3. You also have overall game stats, such as opponent wins and your wins on the top. You also have baseline and opposing baseline, how many baselines you've knocked over and how many your opposition has knocked over. And finally, you have the overall game field per toss and the overall game baseline percentage.
Finally, this all works exactly the same with the official regulation Kubb, which is the immortal one where cubes never die. If you and the person you are playing against want to use that format, just let me know because I have another sheet for that. I know I love playing that kind. I'll be sending out a player list with cell numbers so you can contact your opponent and set up a time to play during the week. You'll know who you're going to play when I send out a text and a link to your game through an email or a text. I will also be posting stuff to Kingstown Kubb. Good luck with the rest of the season. Let me know if you have any problems, and I will be seeing you on the virtual pitch soon.